Welcome to the Dip Dive. We cut through the noise to figure out what really matters. And today, we're tackling something that promises to change a chore most of us, well, don't exactly love. Cleaning the floors. We're digging into the Tineco Floor ONE S5. It's a smart wet-dry vacuum. Our mission? To see if this tech marvel is genuinely valuable long-term, or if maybe, just maybe, there's a catch hidden behind all the smart features. So let's get right into it. What makes this S5 thing seem so good at first glance? It's cordless, right? Vacuums and mops at the same time.
That's the core idea, yeah. Works on sealed hard floors, hardwood, tile, laminate, you name it. And, the sources we looked at consistently mentioned it does a pretty solid job on just, like, everyday stuff. Crumbs, bills, often leaves things looking streak-free, which is a big plus.
Okay, streak-free is good. But I saw something else pop up a lot. Pet hair.
Oh, absolutely. That's actually one of its standout features, according to users. If you've got pets shedding everywhere, this thing seems to be kind of a game changer for many. It picks up fur really effectively while it mops. And there's this clever little pet hair strainer built into the dirty water tank.
A strainer?
Yeah, it catches the clumps of fur, makes it way easier to empty, and crucially, helps stop clogs. It's a simple thing, but it addresses a real headache for pet owners.
Right, makes sense. And it's not just a vacuum mop. It's labeled as smart. What's that about?
Ah, yes, the smart part. This is where Tineco's background really shows. They have this thing called the iLoop smart sensor. You see it on the digital display. It's this ring of light.
Okay.
Well, it changes color. It glows red when it detects a dirty area, and then shifts to blue once the sensor thinks it's clean.
Huh, so it tells you where to focus.
Exactly. People described it as almost gamified. It gives you this immediate visual feedback like, okay, you got it, which is apparently quite satisfying.
Interesting. And you mentioned Tineco's background explaining this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty key. Tineco, founded back in '98, is actually part of the Ecovacs group.
Ecovacs. They do robot vacuums, right? Good
Right.
name there.
Precisely. Global leader in home robotics. So Tineco comes from this very tech-focused lineage. That directly explains why they prioritize features like the iLoop sensor, the automatic adjustments it makes. It's all about the electronics, the smarts.
Okay, I see the connection. But does that tech focus maybe come at a cost? Like maybe less focus on, I don't know, the boring stuff, like how long it lasts?
That's the potential trade-off, exactly. This is something we need to keep in mind. Does prioritizing complex electronics sometimes mean maybe compromising on long-term mechanical toughness?
Okay, so let's talk practical stuff then. Battery life.
Right. Maximum runtime is stated as 35 minutes.
Which sounds okay. Maybe for a smaller place.
Yeah, for homes under, say, 1,800 square feet, it's often enough. But, and this is a big but, if you use the max power mode for tougher messes, that battery drains significantly faster. That's a common complaint for people with larger areas to clean.
And recharging isn't instant, I assume?
Definitely not. You're looking at about 3 to 4 hours for a full charge.
Oof. Okay. And the docking station. Convenient, I guess.
It is, yeah. It holds the vacuum, charges it, stores accessories. Pretty neat 3-in-1 design. But it needs to be plugged in all the time, so you can't just stick it in any old closet. It has to be near an outlet.
Got it. And what about cleaning the cleaner itself? Does it have one of those self-cleaning cycles?
It does, yes. It runs water through the brush roller while it's on the dock, which helps. But let's be crystal clear. This does not mean you can skip maintenance. You absolutely must empty and rinse out the dirty water tank after every single use.
Every time.
Every time. And clean the filters, too.
Yeah.
If you don't, trust me, the sources are very clear. It will start to smell really, really bad.
Okay, good warning. So initial performance sounds good, smart features are cool, but there are practical limits in maintenance. But you hinted earlier about maybe a bigger issue, long term.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is, frankly, the critical point that changes the whole perspective. Despite the impressive start, the sources reveal really significant widespread concerns about long-term durability. It's not just isolated incidents.
Like what?
We're talking numerous reports of the unit just failing, catastrophic failure. And often this happens shortly after the 24-month limited warranty runs out.
Seriously, what kind of failures?
Common ones are the battery just refusing to hold a charge anymore, the vacuum failing to power on at all, or getting stuck with error messages you just can't clear.
And the battery? Can you swap it out?
No. And this is crucial. The battery's not replaceable by the user.
Wait, so if the battery dies after, say, 2 years, the whole thing is useless?
Essentially, yes. The entire appliance, which isn't cheap, becomes e-waste because a single non-replaceable component failed. This is why, when we look at the overall value proposition, it gets a pretty weak bang for buck score from our analysis, just 3 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. So summing this up for someone listening, what's the takeaway? You get this really convenient, smart machine up front, cleans well, pet hair feature is great, the sensor is neat, but you have to go into it knowing it might not be a long-haul appliance, like, say, an old-school vacuum cleaner.
That seems to be the reality, yes. Think of it less as a durable investment and more like a high-cost convenience item with the potentially limited operational lifespan.
Which brings us to a bigger thought, doesn't it?
It really does. Yeah. We're surrounded by smart tech, promising to make life easier. But if that ease, that convenience, if it's built on tech that's designed maybe intentionally or maybe just by consequence to become obsolete quickly, components you can't repair or replace, are we actually gaining efficiency in the long run, or are we just signing up for a cycle of buying, using briefly, and then throwing away?
Yeah. What's the true cost? Not just the price tag, but the environmental cost, too, of constantly replacing these complex devices.
Exactly. It's definitely something worth thinking about when you're looking at the next shiny smart home gadget.